Yo, what is going on guys, my name's Defend the Machine, and today guys I got you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video back on the channel. And in today's video guys, I'm going to be showing you the best tips and teaching you the best tips hopefully in the gameplay in the background and through my commentary on how to get high kills in TDM, in 6v6 or in ground war, but in this case I'm giving the tips for 6v6 on my perspective in the gameplay in the background. So hopefully you all can learn something and enjoy today's video. But anyways, first thing I want to say, in the background obviously we're playing TDM, and about TDM overall, it's the most played game mode in any Call of Duty, because all you have to do, literally if you're playing any of the Call of Duties in the past 5 years, all you have to do is keep tapping X and then you'll find yourself in a game of TDM, because it's the top selected game mode, obviously the most people are playing it. And to be honest, they like that up there because, I mean, people don't really want to, you know, scroll down and stuff and find an easy game mode, and they want to put that easy game mode at the top where there's not much to do in the game mode apart from actually, you know, kill people, which is why you have guns in the first place. So obviously the most people are going to be playing this, not only because of the fact it's simple, but it's team based, you can play with your friends, and also at the same time you can have fun whilst playing it. But here's how to do well, and these are the best tips and tricks I can give you guys all in one short video. So getting straight into the video, the gameplay in the background that I'll be showing you guys and illustrating these tips and tricks upon is a 49-4 TDM gameplay in 6v6 TDM with the Diamond KN-44 using the Scorestreak setup, UAV, Wraith and Hater. And that's what I want to talk about first. All I really like doing for going for kills in TDM, I like to dominate and flush people out of houses, camping spots or anywhere on the map, and make sure they spawn out somewhere in the open or they're scared to go in buildings. So what I like to do there, obviously to flush the people out of the houses in the first place, actually know where they are, so I use the UAV and the Hater for that. But when they're outside, once I flush them out, it's kind of like they have nowhere to go. They're going to be killed no matter what, whether inside or outside by me. So the Hater obviously does a good job of flushing them out of the buildings in the first place, because it's the best thing to read on the radar exactly specifically where the enemies are and what direction they're looking in and where they're moving constantly, not like a sweeping radar like the UAV. But for when they are out of the house, I've got the Wraith, and the Wraith, it can go off or it can do nothing, and I don't know why this is. I mean, a lot of people like shooting it down with a black cell, but I definitely recommend the Wraith on TDM because it goes off a lot of the time. And to be honest, even if you have combat focus on with just the Wraith, it can rack up your score streak and it can generally get your score streaks back quicker than you might think, so the Wraith I definitely recommend. And I know there's going to be that one guy thinking, well, Machine, why aren't you using the wraps to flush them out of the houses with? What? That's like dogs on every other Call of Duty, and the best setup on any other Call of Duty to get lethal kills on like Black Ops is like, oh, the dogs and the chopper gunner, obviously the combination of both where you can kill them outside, inside, and just generally, you know, cause destruction. But the wraps, to be honest, is a bit steep even for TDM. Now it's been raised to 100, so I don't tend to use that. And to be honest, you can decide if you're going for the nuclear or not if you only have the Wraith on. I mean, you can't really stop the wraps, but you have only one score streak to call, and that's lethal in that case, so that's why I like using the Hater and the UAV at the same time, because obviously the Hater to go for as a first score streak in TDM, it can be a bit steep, and to be honest I don't really use the UAV without the Hater, so it's a combination of two, which is why I bring you this creator class of score streaks right here and not the wraps. But if you want to put on the wraps, if you're confident about knowing where enemies are, if you've got Astros and awareness like I do, even though I don't really run the wraps, you can also do that if you really want. The next tips I want to give you guys about Specialist and everything to do with the gun setup, the perks and the attachments. First of all, we're not going out of the water where I'm going to say use kind of like, I don't know what to call them, like a hybrid or something, because the KN-44 like in the background is a perfect example. It's good at close range and it's good at ADSing at close ranges if you have the ADS attachments on, like quick draw, stock and even grip if you're not confident with the accuracy or kick on the gun. But also at the same time it's really good at long ranges, so you want a bit of best of both worlds with the gun, where it's good at close range, you can actually outgun some SMGs, almost SMGs at the same time if you're shooting in the chest and you're actually shooting first, or maybe even some cases where you outgun them when they're shooting first. I don't know, that's been a lot of cases for me with this weapon. But I definitely recommend staying off the radar with Ghost, and I definitely recommend having that more ammo with Scavenger, because you don't want to die if you want to streak close to your score streaks, because then that will handicap you from getting more kills when you can't get there by your Wraith doing work in the sky, and obviously you seeing people on the map with the UAV and the Hater. And obviously right there we've talked a bit about the Specialist, I've kind of mentioned it subtly to you guys, but if you guys can't really figure it out right now, I'm going to tell you guys to use combat focus, and a lot of people will be like, oh, Machine again, we're going to do this stupid voice and we're going to yell at you in the comments because you're not using the Reaper, the Scythe or whatever gets you lots of kills. Why are you doing this? Because it doesn't get you more kills anyways, but it lets you psychologically actually do something good by getting closer to the score streaks that are actually going to do work for you, rather than being clunky around the map with a Scythe that might not even do you any good at that point. So you want to be activating your combat focus when you're near a lot of people, so you can get the score streaks quicker and you can have more time and more kills with those score streaks. Sorry I'm laughing, but that voice is just stupid. And that's basically it, apart from one final tip I want to give you guys about staying off the radar, which is what I'm using in the background to do this as well as Ghost, which is Suppressor. If you guys missed my video on the God attachment, or the gun that reduces inconsistency with hit detection and makes the hitbox seemingly bigger, for a lot of people who actually agree with me in the comment section, as well as me expressing my thoughts in that video, I would definitely recommend Suppressor, because obviously you're not getting all that kind of bullet flare off the gun at the end of the barrel when you're shooting it, as well as staying off the radar, as well as it kind of feels like your bullets connect and do more damage quicker than you would with anything else on the end of your gun, whether it's even long barrel, to be honest, which I don't even understand. So Suppressor, definitely something good to have on your gun if you have space. And I know guys, I didn't give a specific class setup in this video, but if you guys would want that, I'll make another video on that as well if you really want, about the best class setup for TDM. But as well as that, I kind of gave you the guidelines anyway, so thank you all for watching this video. I love all your faces. Slap a like on the video if you enjoyed, and a favourite if you loved it. And what do you guys want to see tomorrow tips and tricks wise, because I'll probably upload a tips and tricks video anyways, because I don't really have any high rounds on zombies to upload. I don't have any mint gameplays by all means, but I'll try and grind for some tonight. So thank you all for watching again. I love all your faces as usual. Peace out.